Riva, how are you?
Fine. What have you brought us today on this special occasion of the Youth Women's Friday?
We do it light today. We talk about something light. We're talking about one of Sorint's OSS products, one of Sorint's open source product. We look into some pull requests that has been merged lately, which is for Agola. You can check it on agola.io or check in general Sorint's open source products on sorintoss.io. Agola is CI/CD defined, as you of course know, and many of the Sorintians watching us. But for outsiders, Sorint has a huge group of open source products that you can check. Today we're going to talk about Agola. Again, it's a CI/CD redefined. I'm not going to talk about all the features. We are not here to promote Agola, but I'm going to talk about two main features that I personally, as a developer, love to have in my workflow of the daily, which is restarting tests from fails. So if a run is being built and one of the tasks failed, with one command on Agola, you can rerun from where the task has failed. Or the other one was direct runs. You can simply do a direct run without even having to push or to commit your code. You can, with one line of code on your terminal or on your editor, you can rerun the build again without pushing, without commit. Please check more of the features in Agola on agola.io. But let's invite now Ryan, a front-end developer in DevArc X Open Mind, which is the circle or the department responsible for all Sorint's open source solutions. Hi, Ryan.
Hello everybody.
Sorry, I had to give this long introduction before putting you for viewers who don't know open source's solutions.
Oh, it's okay. Hello everybody, I'm Rayna and I'm a front-end developer in Sorint, and I also have been working on Agola recently. I've been working on enhancing the user experience and the user interface of Agola. So the aim is to make Agola more user-friendly also, and more intuitive for active users. After deciding with our team, one of the most important features are tasks. We decided to improve, for example, the list of organizations for the user, and also the creating and editing variables and secrets for all projects and organizations that user can manage. So empower the user to create, edit, and managing data directly from the user interface is very important, I think. That was the most important features that I have been working on. And usually we have also a very strict, a very important workflow on with
That is exactly why I invited you, Ryan, today. Let's take it step by step. You have 3 pull requests that has been merged by the great Simone Gotta, our senior architect for most of our open source products. So what are these pull requests briefly? Like, tell me the headline of the pull request. What was it about?
Yes, the first one was about the user organizations. So the user have a direct entry point to see all the organizations, like projects also. And the other one was also empower the user to create, edit, and delete secrets and variables for projects and organizations.
So before your pull request, it was only possible with a command line, with a command.
That was possible only by a command line or maybe REST API. And
so your pull request was regarding a UI solution to add secrets or variables to your organization or to your project. Okay. Yes. How did the workflow go? Like, how did you decide that this is the task we need to work on, first of all?
Okay, usually we start with some meetings where our team decide the priority of each task, and also all details about developing. And after some meets, our team leader prepare a document with all details, and each of the member gets the document, and after that we can start developing process.
So you would look into all the opened issues, and the architect will choose which issues we want to focus on this sprint or in this period, and then it will be splitted on you guys, and you can start the work.
Yes.
How many times did Simone got refused your pull request? Tell me the truth.
Yes. Okay. So we usually use a GitHub platform where we create our pull request with our code. Obviously, we try to write clean code and a good clean code, but sometimes, almost always, the pull request is rejected because there is always something that could be written better, and something to clean, and so on. And the most of the time, I usually review my code again and do the pull request again. And if everything is okay, then the pull request is merged. So
I laughed about this because I personally have been into your place, and I know it's. Look, he's right. I'm not saying he isn't. But very picky. He's very picky. Our code needs to be as clean as possible because we're building on a huge number of lines that has been written throughout the years. He doesn't want to have a piece of code that isn't matching what is already written. We understand this.
Right.
And testing. Have you done any testing, Ryan?
I have done some unit tests, and we always do the unit test for our code. So that is part of the of programming. And
Okay.
I usually follow up the current user interface, of the graphic interface of the app.
Yeah, because you're handling only front-end areas, of course. Maybe other team members are handling back-end or database, whatever.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, you told me one of the pull requests was refining and bugs. I think that was the third pull request that was accepted also, right? You had three variables, secrets, and redefining some bugs, was it, in the front end?
Also made a direct entry point for the user about organizations, the list of organizations. So the user shouldn't guess or ask some API, just go and see the list of organizations because firstly he couldn't. So it was not possible to see the organizations as a project, for example.
How would you see it before? Like, how would you be able? How can you see your organization? There was no way to see your organizations?
No, just with the API or maybe a command line, I think.
Okay. Right, let's close it here. That's all for us, Eva, today. Accepting pull requests on Agola is not easy, believe me. I've been there again. Ryan did 3 in a couple of months, so we had to invite her today to talk about it and to talk about how clean Sorint is coding workflow or best practices in merging code to our old existing code. Thank you, Ryan, for having. Thank you for coming today.
Rayna.
Thank you.
Thank you.